Hi guys, I'm back with a new video and let's talk about Locked. So this wasn't actually the review I was planning on doing today, but yeah, last night in a really sudden turn of events, I ended up going to the premiere of this film, and considering my other option, which I might still do, I'm still debating, but yeah, considering my other option, this is the film that's most my type and the focus of my channel. So yeah, I really wanted to watch this film. Not only the premise looked something that I would enjoy, but also because of Bill Skarsgård. If you have been following me for since the beginning, basically, you know that I love Bill Skarsgård, and this film really made me rewatch Hemlock Grove, which is where I know Bill from. I think it's like his first major role, which has nothing to do with this film. I just got the urge to rewatch the show because I haven't watched it since it came out. But I'm rambling, so yeah, I guess let's just get to the video. So if you don't know what Locked is about, as far as I know, I think this is a remake from a Spanish film. Correct me if I'm wrong. But still, it's about this guy that breaks into this car and he gets trapped inside the car. And yeah, this man has plans for him. Let's just say that. The cast for this film is really, really small. So it is basically just Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins. And Anthony Hopkins isn't in the film that much. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it's mainly Bill Skarsgård, which I'm totally fine with. And I guess let's get to my thoughts. So, as I said, I knew going into the film that I would most likely enjoy it, and that's exactly how I feel about the film. I had a good time. I think this is exactly my type of film. It's a single location with some sort of sick game being played and Bill Skarsgård. So I don't know how you could go wrong with it, but I also know that I'm exactly the target audience for this film. This film was made for my taste. The only thing that it's kind of missing would be it's not a home invasion, even though you are trying to get out of somewhere, not someone trying to break in. So similar premise, I guess, just the opposite. And it's not as stylized as the films that I usually really, really love. But I really enjoyed this film still. I think it's my type of film. And I think a lot of people will like it, even though I know some people that didn't. But I think it's a really easy watch. You have to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief, because you might start just wondering about stuff. But I mean, it was totally okay for me. I was really engaged in the story. I was entertained, and I was rooting for Bill Skarsgård's character. Is a bad guy, but you end up rooting for him, and yeah, I just wanted him to get out of that car. So yeah, I think the film does a really good job at not coming up with some weird things and weird twists. I think everything that happens inside that car is believable and could happen. There's not something coming out of left field. As far as it can be, it's kind of grounded. But I also know that the main reason why this works is the actors and the acting. both Bill Skarsgård and Anthony Hopkins are not only really good in their roles, but also like they fit like these characters. They were really well casted. So yeah, I think the story is really interesting, but what really, really makes it work is the acting. As far as like cinematography go, like there's some like a little bit of stylization, but nothing huge. But there's also like one or two shots where I couldn't really tell what they were showing us. I'm trying not to spoil, but there's like a part in the film where they focus in some objects and I couldn't really tell what was being shown. Some of those, I think it happens twice. So those like cuts, it's basically a still almost. But yeah, those two like cuts didn't really work for me. I was like, I don't understand what they're trying to show. But it didn't really matter for the overall story. I think at least I understood everything and I enjoyed it. I had fun, and I think that's what I wanted out of this film. Oh, and I think with a film like this, the ending has to hit. So I personally liked how it ended. But yeah, that might not be what everyone wants or likes, but I liked the ending. I'm happy with where it goes, and I guess post that, let's get to my scores. So overall, I'm gonna give the film a 3 out of 5. It almost feels like I'm giving too low of a score, but it is a really like simple film, not only like story wise, but also like how it looks. So I think it's a kind of basic film that still works. So a 3 out of 5, it's not a bad score. I almost gave it a 3.5, but I feel like it needed something more in terms of like maybe cinematography. So yeah, I think a 3 for me is still a good score. I really like the film and I would totally rewatch it. It's like a really good Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening type of film. It's like a sort of good family watch, even though this is sort of a horror film. But yeah, there's not a lot of like really, really shocking, like horrifying moments. There are some like injuries and stuff, but it's nothing that would like shock people. So yeah, I think 3 is a good score and I recommend it. Cinematography, I also give it a 3 out of 5. There was those two like shots that kind of bothered me, but there were some other scenes where they had a little bit of stylization. So some like slow motion and yeah, had some interesting angles. So yeah, 3 out of 5 as well. And originality, I think I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5, mainly because, again, if I'm not mistaken, this is based on a Spanish film, so it's a remake. So I can't totally give it credit for the originality, but like not knowing the original film, this feels like could happen and feels, as I said, like grounded in reality and believable. So yeah, 2.5, middle of the road type of thing. I think it's fair. So yeah, guys, these are my thoughts on Locked. I totally recommend it. Maybe if this isn't super your thing, like I know it's my thing, but if you're not really into like single location, some like horrifying games being played and like, you know, what I explained, if this isn't super your thing, maybe just wait to watch it at home. But if you are interested in this type of like horror thriller films, I totally recommend you go watch it at the cinema. Regardless, I recommend you watch it. I think you'll have some fun and you'll be entertained, and it's not a long film at all, so it's an easy watch. So yeah, if you have seen Locked already, please tell me in the comments what you thought. I think a lot of people will enjoy it, but if you didn't, please tell me why you didn't like the film. And if you haven't seen it yet, then come back and tell me what you thought. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!